Yeah, welcome to my channel. Good to see you. How are you guys doing? Thank you for joining all the time. And today's video, like you can tell from the thumbnail, doesn't look like a very interesting topic to talk about, but it is very important. And these are the things that we talk about here, even as immigrants, and also want to encourage those that are thinking of moving to Canada to watch, how their intentions or what the reasons why they want to move, because sometimes some people don't have the genuine capacity to be able to move, but they want to go through the back door, and these back doors, there's always a waiting time. And this is the story of this family that news broke just a few days ago, that are facing deportation. I was really sad, and because they are also Nigerians. Well, not only Nigerians do this thing, but this particular news is about this family, Nigerians, that moved into Canada. In fact, went to the US, and that's the typical route that people do. They will get their visas, and then they will go to the US on a visitor's visa, with the intention not to come back, because they know that they want to enter Canada. And of course, they did the same in 2017, moved to Ottawa in 2018, and then decided to start filing. They came in as a refugee and, declared asylum, that the husband's family was going to perform a procedure on the genitals of the younger daughter, that was 1 year old. And that is probably what they call circumcision, if I'm not wrong. And I don't know if that has really fallen on deaf ears for the officials here, because so many people come in disguise of one lie or the other. Some say, there's war in Nigeria. Some say because of the Boko Haram, the killings or kidnapping of children in schools, those things happen truly. And that's in the north. So part of the story says that they were even asked that why didn't they move to another part of the country instead of coming to declare asylum, because this is, one, financially draining, emotionally draining, because you have put all your heart to this experience and you are hoping. I know some people do that and it works for them, but sometimes you don't look at people and decide to walk in that path, because sometimes it doesn't work for everybody. What worked for A might not work for you, so don't follow their footsteps. I remember when we two were looking at this opportunity to come to Canada, we were sold this route, and of course with the God-fearing factor, we will not go. It wasn't a do or die thing. We tried other means. Like I said, if you've watched my video so far, we've tried Australia, we've tried Canada initially, tried Australia, then eventually came back to Canada. And when God said it was going to be our turn, that we were going to come here legitimately, it was that glitch that happened in 2018 or so that gave us that entrance. And so many people, because a lot of people were able to put in the application on that day if they were ready. And that's the thing that we're talking about. I know immigrating to Canada is not cheap. It is an expensive venture. But by all means, we need to look at other factors that will help you be able to stay and not sleep with one eye closed and then begin to watch a day after me or this or that, because there are records. A lot of the people that are here are not, in fact, genuinely or legitimately, I'm going to bite my tongue, are not legitimately entitled to be here. Some have come on visitor's visa and they would not want to go back. They feel that it's like America, that they want to stay back, and they just feel that they will not find them. One day they will find you. Some are students. After their studies, they don't get jobs, or they don't get a place to be able to work to enable them get their work permit and stay. They would not want to go back, and they are here. So there are so many illegitimate residents here in Canada. Some of them even have no status, some on work permits that have expired and have not gone back. And these are the things that, the government of Canada is really frowning at this. So there are a lot of people that are here that are not meant to be here, because they have come in or have stayed over time when they should have left. So this is a warning, because this family, it really hurts me so much, because they came with a child, a 1-year-old. They've had 2 children already, and of course their lives didn't sell. They faced deportation, and from the story it just shows that, look, knowing that when you are scheduled for deportation, you might want to run away and they might not find you. So they make it as short as possible. They give them a June date in May, so that, you know, like a month for them to prepare their house and everything, and get ready for deportation by June, which they did not honor. So 2 days before they were meant to go back to Nigeria or face deportation, they they had not put their house in order. They, of course, they've gotten a house after being here for about 6 years. They bought a property. They've not sold it. They've not gotten passports for their two younger children that they gave birth here, who are citizens. And it's just so painful that if they actually face this deportation and they send them back, these two Canadian young children can stay because they are Canadian. And of course, he has to go back with the wife and the other first daughter that they came with. It's so sad. And then they're looking at how do they go back to a place where they've left for about 6 or 7 years. Where do they start from? It's just a lot of emotions going down. And that is why we say this and scream this. Please, if you are not eligible, don't force it. Don't force it that you must move to Canada. Canada is not heaven, no. We have come here, now we have seen the reality of the things that are here. You people, please, I think it's better for you to put your cards right. Ensure that you have the right documents, you have the proof of funds, you are legitimately able to come and stay here in Canada. Whether you're coming as a PR, you're coming as a student, whatever route, there are so many routes. Just check your eligibility and see that you can stay. If you cannot stay, if you come as visitor, even with visitor self, there's now another binoculars eye watching, because of course people come and they don't want to go back. So it is difficult. We need to check this. And I want to also mention that for so many people that are coming on holiday, or they put in their passports for visas, you need to know what your agents are doing for you. I'm not a pro of immigration agents, I'm sorry, except I really know you over time and one-on-one, that I can trust you. And I tell people, these things you can do it yourself. Just put your mind to it, understand what requirements are needed, put them together, and submit your documents. If you have to go to school, reach out to the school, apply, do all the needful. It is painstaking, but it will save you all these things. So many people come here, and then at the point of entry, when they are cross-checked with why they are coming here or what is in their document, they don't know, because the agent has falsified a lot of things just to be able to get them in. And when they are now interrogated, nothing is correlating. Do you want to get into that particular situation? Because at that point, you probably will be sent back to your home country after wasting money, time, emotions. You have said bye-bye to the people that are home, and then you are coming back to them in another 2 or 3 days. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. So let's play our cards right. Let's get all the details that we need. Let's understand the things. Because I know that some people will say, yes, you don't want us to come to Canada. But these are the things that we talk about. Don't come and raise your hand, refugee, and say that something has happened to you, or your country is chasing you, or something has happened. There are people living in those countries. They've not died. Yes, there might be people. It's a hard truth, honestly, but people are still living there. If the country have actually gone extinct, then we understand that there's really a call for alarm. There's a call for alarm in some particular parts of the country. If you could move to other parts of the country, then yes. But I know that it's really not about that part of the country, or you probably don't even stay there. But you want to just move to Canada in disguise of what is going on in the country. Most countries who have wars, all these disasters that are happening to them, they want to move out. But if you begin to lie, now they are beginning to catch up on the lies that, people tell when they come and, raise their hands. They call it raise their hands as refugees, that something is going on in their country, and that is why they fled. Hey, even despite this family's application on humanitarian and compassionate grounds, it has still been held up since over 3 years. So you can imagine the trauma. Yes, they are contributing, but there is I don't know if they are actually sleeping well, or because they will be so disturbed they've not gotten their PR, they are staying illegitimately. I don't even know how they are able to buy a house, because the application as refugee didn't go through. So if they haven't really gotten that through for them to have a stay, a legitimate stay, I don't know how they are able to process all the things that they've gotten. And now it is sad that they might be losing them all. If probably they've sold their house, at least small money will be in their pockets. But right now, if they actually face deportation in this month of June, Opari, everything is gone. Everything they've worked for is gone. Is gone, because they will bundle them. Of course, now the husband was thrown into jail because 2 days before, they were not ready to move. Nothing looked like they were ready to move, because of course, naturally, they didn't want to go. They are looking for ways in which they will be able to stay and not go back to their country. But it is sad, guys. It is sad. I'll just encourage us to explore the legal ways of relocating and staying. And I know that these are the news that will trend more even in Nigeria, because when affairs begins to speak on these things and they say, why do people want to japa, or why are people so bent on moving abroad, these are the things they flash so that you understand that, look, it's not greener on the other side. People that have left, that you feel, oh, they are better than you, they are probably facing things like this you don't know. They probably don't make the headlines before you to see, but these ones or the others that make the headline is just a food for thought for you to be able to know how to behave or what to react to, and begin to think of how to legitimately find ways to move to Canada, not follow the route that would cause you chaos, emotions, financial drain, and then you're having sleepless nights, or you're not even sure if you are still going to be here 3 months or 10 years down the line, because they probably thought they won't find them or nothing will happen to them. But look at it, the law is catching up on them. So despite the appeal, despite everything, is falling on deaf ears. But I just pray that all of this will be reconsidered on their behalf, and probably just grant them the asylum that they need. They've been here for 7 years, they are working, they've had a house, they've had 2 children, Canadian born. And it's so sad to see this happen. And so, sometimes you just feel like when things are being said, it becomes like you are not sensitive or you are this, but they know what they are going into. They know what they are going. I can't imagine that we are coming through that route. It might have ended well, and it might not have, because you don't know. The odds are not straight, right? You don't know what would have happened on the other side 5 years down the line or 7 years down the line, which they also don't know. But I'm sure in their mind they are confused, they are praying that it doesn't end in in the negative. But look at it, it's so sad. It's really, really sad. So please, if you're thinking of moving to Canada and you have an agent working on your documents, please let the agent share what they have put in your application, so that you know exactly what they've declared, the lies or the truth that have been written in your application, so you save yourself from deportation or from even being sent back at the point of entry. Because that is another thing you need to know, especially for visitors that are coming. Please, you need to know that agents, they are genuine agents. So I'm not saying totally that they are bad agents. I've worked with agents back in my country with traveling and all that, and no cause for alarm. But there are still people that are using the economy of now to rip people off and take exorbitant amounts of money from them in the guise of helping them get visas or getting schools abroad and all of those things. And it ends this way because they are just excited, overly excited. Bring this. They show you fake documents. Some even get jobs while they've not left their country, and they are fake jobs. Please, a word is enough for the wise. Let's reevaluate our circumstances. Let's see how we can, genuinely find ways to move abroad, not cut corners or see ways in which we want to do. Canada is getting full, and that's why there are all those immigration streams keep changing. You see, keep changing, but there's always one for you. And if it doesn't happen, no questions asked. Please. It's better than going to jail. It's better than deportation. It's better than you hitting the headlines for this kind of things. It is so sad. So guys, this is just my 1 cent that I'm bringing to you, and just to encourage everyone to please take things slowly and begin to find better routes. You can explore yourself. There are a lot of opportunities that you can tap from that can bring you here in Canada if you qualify for it. But if you don't, nothing broken, right? So guys, thanks for watching. I'll put the link of the news in my description box so you can also get a feel of the details of what happened, and see you in my next video.